guys, I'm Amanda and this is Cindy, and we're here today to make cream puffs with you. We're from the break room at Greylock Works in North Adams. The first thing we did is we went through our recipe and we scaled out all of our ingredients. So we measured everything and set it aside, and we suggest that you guys do the same thing. We also set our oven to 400 degrees to start. And Cindy's going to go ahead and get started on the pastry cream with you.
Okay guys, let's get started on the pastry cream. You're going to want to start with a medium saucepan, put in your milk and bring to a simmer. Take your dry ingredients, sugar, salt, cornstarch, and mix it in with the milk. Next, you're going to want to take that and slowly pour it in with the yolks. Continuously stirring the whole time. Next, return it to the pan. And cook until thick, about 5 minutes. Continuously stir the whole time. For our last steps, you're going to want to take the pot off of the heat, stir in your butter, cover the surface with plastic wrap. Put it directly on the top. Chill in the fridge about 4 hours.
Hey guys, we're going to get started on the pate, which is the dough part of your cream puff. So in this medium pot, I have my water, my butter, my sugar, and my salt, and I'm bringing it up to a boil. And then I have my flour here on the side. So it's already boiling here, so I'm going to go ahead and add the flour. You're just going to add it all at once, and you're just going to turn the heat down to a medium. You're just going to stir until the dough turns into a tight ball and it pulls away from the side of the pan. So you're going to go ahead and cook it about 2 minutes. Okay, I finished cooking my pate dough and I took it off the heat, and now I have my eggs that I'm going to add kind of like 1 or 2 at a time. And you really want to stir vigorously to make sure you get the additions of your eggs mixed in before you keep adding more. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add 2 or 3, and I'm going to stir the heck out of it. And like I said, you're going to want to keep stirring until everything kind of starts to come together, and it's going to take some time and also some muscle to get it stirred in properly. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the second addition. You can see that it's kind of still a dough and not all broken. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to a whisk. I've added about 5 of my eggs so far, and it's just not mixing up right. So I'm going to grab a whisk. You can also do this in a stand mixer, like a KitchenAid mixer with a paddle. It's a lot easier, and what you would do in that case is you would just add the dough to the mixer and then just crack your eggs right into it one by one. We wanted to do it by hand to show you guys that you could do it even if you didn't have a mixer on hand at your house. Almost there. Okay, so we're going to let this cool for just a minute, and then we're going to fill our piping bag and go ahead and start piping them and get them in the oven. Hey guys, so we let the dough cool for a little bit. When you go to fill your piping bag, the easiest way to do it is to, I already had mine set up, but if you kind of fold the top down, and then you're going to hold inside of that spot, and make it pretty short. Open it up, and then you're just gonna fill it. Maybe fill yours with half of the dough, and then go back and fill your other half after you pipe your first pan. I'm just gonna throw mine all in there for a quick demo. Okay. So you're gonna put the tips. And you can pipe your profiteroles in any size or any shape that you want. So we're gonna do big ones today. So I'm just gonna go ahead. These are gonna grow a lot in the oven, so you're gonna want to give them a good amount of space in between. You can also do little ones, or you can do different sizes. I would just suggest if you do different sizes to do one size on one pan and one on the other, just so they bake equally. Your oven should be on and preheated to 400. Okay, now you're just gonna go ahead and pop these in. Set the timer for 7 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and rotate it when the timer goes off.
Our last recipe that we are going to show you guys is going to be the chocolate ganache that's going to go on top of your cream puff to glaze it. We use a ratio of 1 to 1. You're going to have heavy cream, 1 cup, which you brought to a boil, and 1 cup of chocolate of your choice. We use semi-sweet chocolate chips. So you just take your cream, pour it over the chocolate chips, and you're going to want to let it sit for a minute. Take your whisk and starting in the middle, slowly whisk it until it comes together. You'll want to let it cool for a few minutes before you dip. This is exactly the consistency you're looking for to dip. Now it's time to rotate.
Okay guys, we're good to go. So I'm just going to show you how to check these. So we made 2 different sizes just to show you that you have options. And the easiest way to check them is to just rip one in half. You're going to go ahead and make sure that they're hollow and that they're a little bit tacky, but mostly dry to the touch. And we put our small ones in after we put our big ones in, so they're done, and our big ones are actually done as well. I'll show you the inside of one of those. Okay, so we're going to set them aside and let them cool, and then we'll fill them.
Okay, now it's time for our last component, which is putting our cream puffs together. We decided to cut our cream puffs in half because we like a ton of filling in ours. Some people just poke a hole in it and fill it. It's up to you, however you guys want to do it. But I'll take our pastry cream, which was cooling in the fridge. I filled a pastry bag with it, and I'm going to go ahead and put a ton of cream in the middle. And Amanda's going to show you how to dip.
So you're just going to put the top and bottom together, make sure it's kind of smushed together and tight. Then you're going to hold upside down, just dip into, like, you want kind of a small vessel to dip into so you have space to dip. Ta-da!
Beautiful. Share with your friends and family and come visit us at the break room. Tell us how everything came out. We're dying to hear it.
Definitely do.
And we'll see you soon. Thanks for
Bye
joining
guys.
us.
Hope you had fun.
And now for the best part.